Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Bothrian administration. In our last episode we were just doing some colonizing, and I believe our ships are currently on their way to their destinations there. We have one visible over here. Where are you exactly? The other ones were part of sectors, so they won't show up here, but they are also on their way. I believe I gave them their orders so that I wouldn't have to try to remember where they were going. So let's unpause and allow them to do that. We're also building some more military ships as well, which is good. They are in progress. Because you can never have too many military ships, I guess. Well, unless you go over your naval capacity, and then by definition you have too many. I'm also still wondering whether we can ever get a peaceful vassalization of our little released nation over here, the League of Opramax. And I'm thinking that we might be able to at some point, because I don't think they had the threatened modifier there before. So if we can somehow make them feel a bit more threatened, I assume that's going to be based on our military strength, so building more ships is probably the best way to do that. Well, we'll keep checking, because of course we are building more ships. And we have one colony in progress there. And we still have powerful pop factions, the Alox Haxizav First Militia. Let me collapse a couple of these that I don't particularly need. So we don't have the influence right now to be able to suppress their media anymore. And of course we won't be granting them independence at all, so I guess we're just going to have to hope that we can just wait it out. I guess we'll have the influence probably before they get up to 100%. So we'll be able to do it at least once, hopefully. Finish a construction queue, okay. I think we'll probably just do a bit more colonization once we're done with the current few planets that we have. And we have unlocked Hyperdrive 3, so we'll have to incorporate that into our next ship designs, which I should probably do, probably after this episode I'll do it. Okay, so what do we have here? The Lythuric Gas Refinery, which I've never seen or heard of before. Gives us extra shield hit points and reveals that resource. Okay, cheaper building costs doesn't seem like the most useful modifier. Extra survey speed and subspace sensors could be useful. Or we can get capacitor fields, which is another ship component. I guess this is rare, so maybe we should take the opportunity to do that while we have it. We're going to finish upgrades to our engineering facilities, which I guess doesn't specifically help us that much because we're doing just fine for engineering research, but something that we should do at some point. We still have the bonus to physics research from the policy that we enacted. I guess we just keep this for now. We're still behind on that, so seems alright. Okay, we have over 50 influence, so we can at least suppress the media here once. Which will hopefully keep them under control for long enough. Are they feeling less threatened? Was it 14 before? Not sure. Well, let's see. The other factors here are empire population, relative power of empires, and the friendly attitude helps. Though possibly other attitudes are better. So I guess colonizing more planets is going to help us. And relative power of empires, I guess, refers to military strength as well. Anyway, we'll find out. So we have a colony here. It should get automatically added to this sector, which means we don't have to do anything about it. This was in, yeah, this system. Yeah. And it already has a orbital station under construction, so the sector is taking care of that, which is good. We're also colonizing this one, okay. So it's the naval stations, of course, that... Or not naval stations, but orbital stations that increase our naval capacity. Or at least they are one of the things that does that, so we'll be able to raise our limit this way and increase our fleet power substantially. And we're full on energy resources, okay. Well, I suppose we'll just donate some to our sectors, since we don't really have a good use for it, I think. Not that they particularly need it either. Pretty sure all of our other sectors are doing just fine. I thought we were sending colony to here. I guess we maybe weren't. Alright, so that other colony that we just established... Oh, it was here, okay. We need to add this to a sector so that we aren't holding onto it ourselves because we don't have the capacity for it. Unless we wanted to get rid of one of our other planets, but I think we'll just keep the ones that we have. So I guess we'll add it to... yeah, I guess this sector, it doesn't probably matter too much, the Oscox Prime sector. And I guess we'll just add these interior systems here so that our sector borders look a bit better. They're at least adjacent to each other. And we can continue to control this region sort of in the center of our empire.
Colony established.
Alright, that was our other colony being established. So let's see, we have a tundra world here. But I don't think we have any species that like tundra worlds. If we look at the known species of our empire. We do have Iruxo that have an Arctic preference, okay. They can probably do okay on the tundra. Plus 60% habitability. Alright, well that's them. So I don't know if we can actually colonize a planet with these guys without integrating them. Probably not. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll just build a colony ship wherever we aren't already building our military ships, and we'll find somewhere to send it, even if it's not ideal, rather than, you know, worrying too much over getting the perfect place for optimal habitability. So all of you guys prefer desert or tropical preference. I'm sure there are tropical worlds somewhere, but they would also be okay for, say, continental worlds, for example. Or probably ocean worlds. No, not good for ocean. Desert and continental are okay. Okay, so we'll select you and build that. And over here, ocean and tropical would be okay for you. Well, we do have an ocean world at least. I'll try to get the non-xenophobic humans. Speaking of them, how are these guys going? They're still on negative ethics divergence, so they should be able to at least change their traits there. Though some of them obviously have not. We're getting up to about 50 influence again, so once we are there we can suppress media again here. I think we're sort of keeping ahead of this by just doing it every now and again, so we should be okay. Let's do it once more there. I don't think I ever actually built a destroyer shipyard. Not destroyer, battleship. So let's see, we have the corvettes here. Destroyer, if we just do this in the order that they appear in the outliner, that would be ideal. We can have a battleship assembly yard here as well as the corvette one, I'm pretty sure. So we'll queue that up for after the battleship, which is obviously completely not optimal, but there you go. Okay, so we finished the engineering facility upgrades. We can get fortress stations, extra health for military stations, devastator torpedoes. Let's get the torpedo upgrades, that seems reasonable. Let's see if the Opramax are feeling any more threatened by our larger fleets. They apparently are not, okay. Their opinion of us is going up though still. Our embassy of course is ticking up to 100, and well, I guess Liberator is going to be ticking downwards. So maybe we can't really expect that to increase too much. And the opinion itself doesn't actually matter to their chances of accepting vassalization, so doesn't really matter. So we're getting towards the end of our fleet construction queues here. Right, one of our planets is suffering from starvation, which is certainly not good. -2 food. Well, we do have hydroponics farm upgrades on the way. I guess we could just build another hydroponics farm. We do have the orbital farm, of course, so that's fine. I guess if we just swap these pops around, you'll be happier, so you'll be producing better there. Or maybe not. Well, once this gets built, that will improve anyway. Alright. War declaration. The Azirian Consolidated Planets declared war on the Midari Confederation. Midari Confederation, this tiny little person in here.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we completed a colony ship. We have 2 colony ships, actually. So we have one that wants continental planets, and one that wants tropical. So if we can find those specifically, that would be great. Well, there's tropical and continental, actually. Okay, that's pretty convenient. So we can actually go in this way, which I think is maybe a little bit easier. And this is the continental planet. Alright then.
Construction complete.
That's 2 more colonies on the way. And that's some more construction queues finishing. Their military ships were up to 621 of 676. No, they're actually getting less threatened. They're probably building up their own forces. Jessenaks are wrecking buildings again. It's a while since they did that. We are up over 50 influence, but none of our factions are apparently dangerous, so we'll avoid suppressing any media for now. The governor leveled up. And a spaceport finishing its construction queue, okay. And we're capped on energy again, which I guess I'll just ignore for the time being. Let's see, we have a science ship not doing anything, which we probably could do because we have all of this debris in our... Well, this isn't debris, but I assume there's debris somewhere. Oh, I guess it expired already. Okay. Never mind then. We'll just have our science ship do nothing. Really, we should send it to at least help out with research on some planet somewhere. I guess we'll send it to somewhere in this sector. I think we may already have a science ship doing that there. How about Tixash? Alright. You go there and assist research.
Construction complete.
Because there's no reason not to be doing that. Oops. So, still 1 cruiser left under construction, then we'll just group this fleet up. Inactive buildings. Okay, well we do have positive food here, so we should get a pop growing there at some point. I guess somebody migrated off. I guess we'll upgrade the hydroponics farm. Just to make sure. Alright, let's see how this planet is doing. Still doing fine for food.
Construction complete.
Do have some unhappy pops though. We do have the orbital mind control laser of course here as well, so any non-conforming pops should be at least drifting back towards our ideologies. And there is our battleship assembly yard, so that will be helpful in future when building battleships.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we have all of these new fleets. And I guess we'll just have them go to the same place that we have all of our existing fleets. Since if we are going to go to war again, it'll probably be over here with the Just Can. Though, if at all possible, I'd like to vassalize the League of Opromax. But it's looking increasingly like that's not going to be possible to do peacefully. So I suppose we could vassalize them by force and then just feed them a bunch of planets over here. Just without ever integrating them. We can afford to suppress media here.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's see if we have any other nice looking planets. I guess we could actually maybe grab some additional territory down here if we colonize some of these. It's an arid world, a tropical world, 2 tropical worlds. One of them being quite large as well. Okay, we'll queue up some colony ships for them. So let's see, 2 tropicals, 1 arid. I think we have arid preference somewhere. We have tropical preference here anyway. You are xenophobes though, so we probably don't want to use you. You are not xenophobes, so you're fine. And it was 2 tropical, right? Okay. And Desert World, you don't mind arid, that's plus 60%. That's fine then. I guess it should be fine if we send you. So that will cover these 3 planets down here once they're done.
Research complete.
And we have an extra 10% naval capacity, which is great. I guess we should start just building even more military ships. You can even get Armada battle formation for an additional 10%, which seems good. Should probably get this regenerative hull tissue at some point as well. For now though, I think we'll just get the extra naval capacity. Keep building up the fleets. Are you done with your upgrade there? Not quite, okay. Actually, now that I'm looking over here, I think some of our newly integrated systems we've never actually surveyed. I think that's what the grayed out names means. So let's get started doing that, actually. We have a science ship over here that we can tell to start surveying these. Probably could send multiple ships, but I don't think we're in a huge rush to do it, so we may as well just have the one ship do them. You know, I think I was holding the control key while doing that instead of the shift key, which is the one that actually queues up orders. Let me just do this again. Okay, I think that was right. That'll do for now. And we almost have these fleets in position. The Alex militia, again, is dangerous, okay. And the Jessenax for Patriarchs are still destroying buildings, like the troublemakers that they are. Have you all merged and you are not actually in orbit there. So I'll tell you to get in orbit. I told them to get in orbit of the wrong planet. There we go.
Colony established. Research complete.
Alright, we have unlocked capacitor fields, so we might consider including some of those in our next ship designs. Advanced shields, quicker construction time does not seem particularly important. The tachyon lance. Large component for ships. A planetary shield generator. I think we'll research the tachyon lance. It's going to take 83 months, but that's okay. I think we will suppress the media here again. Alright, so I do want to build some more military ships. How are we looking compared to, for example, the Finu progenitors in terms of our military power now? Their naval capacity is equivalent to ours at this point. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. So they might be within range of us being able to fight them in the relatively near future if we keep on building. I suppose you guys are feeling any more amenable to vassalization. No, I might just declare war on them and vassalize them. It should be pretty quick and easy. Yeah, we might do that next episode, and then after that build up our fleets further, but I think we're going to leave it here for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again next time.